Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. If you're new here, I'm Caroline Cash and I'm a Ugandan beauty and self-care content creator based in Kampala. You might want to go and check out some of my old clips to get a sense of who I am, who I is. Support a community, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't be enjoying this content solos. And I'll really appreciate it because we are growing, darling. Okay. Today, I am at Sky's Hotel, Protea. I am going to be on the panel with men while they are discussing all things money, power, relationships, and that sort of thing. I was supposed to be here by 9. I woke up at 6 to just give myself ample time to prep. And then I found a message from the host of men telling me, "Hey, my dear, do carry 2 outfits because we may need you on 2 shows." I was like, 2 shows? As in, what's the meaning of that? Huh? Did I carry the 2 outfits? Did I? As you can see, I have my 1 bag. But you know what I did? You guys, I don't know if you know this caplay suit that I'm wearing. I think I'll do an OTD at some point. I'm wearing this play suit. These are my jeans. But this one is like a onesie, this cut top. It's what I use when I'm like going for my errands and my stuff. So I bumped this on, then I put jeans over it. So when it comes to change, I will remove the pants and then I'll throw on like a brown jacket, and then that's it. That's the second outfit. Like, as a type A personality, if you tell me to have outfits, that I see it as, then I have to pack different pairs of shoes. I have to carry a different bag. Everything is different and it's a lot of work because, as you guys notice, I don't drive. I have a driver. But when the driver dropped me, he had to go and pick someone at the airport. So if he was around for but even still, the thing they said starts at 9, it's going to end at midday. I don't think it's going to end at midday. So I can't keep my driver around waiting for me. It's just a lot. So anyway, I was like, this will be my second outfit. But you know how these clothes are they really touch the body. Eh? I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to really be showing people my bums. But I don't know, we'll figure it out. Yeah, whatever. So I walked in. There was a lovely lady at the entrance. She like welcomed me and stuff. She's like, "Oh, sit anywhere you want." And then me, I chose to squeeze here. So she was like, "No, sit in front." Well, ladies always sitting at the back. Then I'm like, "I'm actually one of the panelists." She was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Well, I will come and collect you when we are ready. Well, when breakfast is ready." I was like, "Oh my God, there's breakfast." Thank God, honey buns, because I had not eaten squat. Anyway, yeah, I am excited to see where this conversation goes. As a type A personality, I drafted my conversation for today. And let's see, where is it? Men talk. So based on what they had told me, because usually I just wing my conversations, honestly. It's like if something is flowing and you feel whatever it is you're feeling, it's easier for you to talk about it. But I did do a draft just in case. My question was, let me read for you guys my question, or rather the topic of today. And if you saw this video yesterday, hopefully you're coming to watch because I had Loki pointed it out and it's free. So if you have no progi for Sato, you make your way to Protea, babe. The question was 2025 in review. So they question for the men themselves, because the show is called Men, so they definitely center conversations around that species. They were like, how has money, power, and relationships worked for you? How to become that guy in 2026? Now, that's the question for the guys. The question to me is, that guy to me as a woman, who is that guy to me as a woman? So I drafted out various things and my conversation, because I don't think I'll be recording this thing that we're going to be having. You just have to catch it on NTV, guys. I'm sorry, but the platform is raised and then I'm there with my camera suffering. Need. So I broke down and I said, to me, that guy in 2026 is a man who is self-regulated, meaning he can manage his emotions, his reactions, and ego. Okay. The other that I wrote is that he is disciplined. So, not just with money, but lifestyle habits and consistency. Basically, he's disciplined. Then the other I wrote is clear in his identity. Me, I want a man who knows who he is, friend. Because if you meet a man who doesn't know who he is, that way, you know how men can be having their friends, my boys, they tend to take advice from them and stuff like that. Even I feel like that trickles down in relationships. So I never want to like be with someone that they don't know who they are. Like, fine, fair enough. Me, I know who I am. I have friends, but they don't rule my world. I could go to them for advice, but that doesn't mean I'm going to take it. I'm still a woman of my own. The other one that I wrote is I would like that guy to be principled. So his actions should match his values. Oh my God. It's like if you say you're going to do something, do it. Do you understand? I can't stand people who are like, oh my God, and then nothing. Child. Anyway, the other one is I would want that guy to be respectful and emotionally intelligent. I just want someone who is respectful and emotionally intelligent. Like if we are having a fight or whatever, you're able to sit down and communicate with me, and also you understand where it is I'm coming from. It's not just about you and your ego and trying to be stroked. And then also that guy to me is ambitious but grounded. I love an ambitious man. Wananga. Ambitious men are so sexy. Aha. So he chases his goals without trying to perform masculinity. So anyway, yeah, that is what I broke down. I also kind of broke down their part of things in terms of money and power. What do they mean by power? Power to me is how does he use his influence? If he does he lead through fear or through respect, and also is he secure or does he need to dominate? So this thing of fear or through respect, because I find that some people do random things because bali scared, they fear, or maybe you are also an ambitious woman, maybe you're making more money than him, they start to feel some type of way, then they start to like put rules on you or stuff, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, but that's what I had drafted. And I also realized as I grow older, I am just so bored by men. Back in the day, I would be entertaining because it's fun. Like, girl, if you want to flirt with these guys, do your thing. If you want to go and hang out with no purpose, do your thing. Now, right now, I be so bored. I feel like even for me to leave my home to come and sit with you somewhere for a couple of hours, like, Nika, you have to make sense to me, man. You have to make sense. There has to be a reason why we are there. There has to be intention behind everything. Not just like, oh, you said, oh, Carol, let's meet up this weekend. Sato, I'm like, cool. But then you call me last minute on Saturday when it was the day we are supposed to meet. And you're here telling me, yeah, where do you want to go? Like, turning a plan. You're not a man with a plan. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. And let me tell you, the reason why I feel that way is because I'm a woman with a plan. If I have the intention to meet you, even as friends, hey, let's meet up. Me, I will give you location, I'll give you place, I'll give you time, everything. And I'll be there way before you even get there, waiting on you, darling, because you deserve. If I do this on my daily day to day, then a man now comes to me Ngatali in that way. Tell me how we are going to connect. You speak Spanish, I speak French. We are two different people. You get? So that's how I see it. That's why I keep telling you, young ladies. I'm talking to the young ladies. I know there are grown-ups in here, but the young ones. Start to love on yourself, start to show up for yourself. It's important that you know who you are. Because when you start these habits or this moving with intentionality, is that a word? If you start moving with intention, when someone shows up and they're not moving in that way, let me tell you, you won't entertain even for 5 seconds. Instantly, you just won't. It's almost like when you meet someone and like their vibe is, you just don't vibe. You just go different ways naturally because you're not in alignment. So everything starts with you. If you are an amazing timekeeper, if you chase your goals, if you are just a driven person in this life, you cannot connect with someone who is not. You can't. At least me, I can't anyway. Maybe some of you can compromise and be like, man, he's a nice guy. He's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man. Eh? You won't give me those Savannah speeches. I'm telling you, I went out with friends last week. Was it last week? Went out with friends, and technically I was by myself initially. Where was I coming from? Gosh, I forget. I was coming from somewhere. Then I decided to go and hang out alone. But the place where I went to hang out alone, I find friends. I end up on their table. And these are like, I knew three of the guys. And then one guy I didn't know. Then there was a white chick as well. Super cool, by the way. Then I think of it was her father who joined us. I don't know, something like that. But we were having the time of our lives. And then back in the day, I used to do the most. I think it was my people pleasing era. I used to do the most. Like if I'm on a table and someone is quiet, they're on their phone, I'm like, babes, are you okay? Yeah, like, oh, you're good. Like I used to overqueguya. I wish you saw me, honey, that day at that table. It was me they were asking. Carol, you're good. Carol, do you want more drinks? Carol. Yeah, I was just like, no, I'm fine. Talk about something, then maybe I'll comment. Not that there's anything wrong with you being that person, but in a way, because I'm so centered around myself these days, always like, am I comfortable? Like, do I feel safe in this situation where I'm seated? If I feel great, whatever. Like, it's just different, you know? So I don't know. Kind of looking for someone who is on that route. If someone is not, I am not interested. And I even think one of the guys, he asked me for my number. Like, hey, da, da, da. I shared it. Didn't hear from him up until maybe like 4 days had passed, and he sent me a text. Hi, I don't know. Actually, let me check. Let me read for you guys what he was texting me. If you're actually interested in me and you take my number, I need to hear from you in the next 24 hours. If I don't hear from you, it's bye. I've checked out. He's called Christian. And I really love that name, Christian. I remember telling myself when I was in my 20s, like, oh, if I ever had kids and I got a son, I would call him Christian. Love that name to bits. But times have changed, and I genuinely don't think I'll ever have children, to be honest. It's something that I've written off my list. This was on Saturday. He reached out to me on Wednesday the next week. Hey, how are you? I was like, hey, mister, I'm amazing. Yourself? I'm not sure whether you recall. I think we met last week, like he thinks. I was like, I definitely recall. How are you, Christian? He's like, M, okay. And I hate men who write in abbreviation, meaning M like the capital, then O and K. I hate that. What, are you a teenager? She was like, okay. How are you? Dropped in to check in. I was like, oh, how lovely. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm stunning. He's like, okay, great. Hands emojis. That was the conversation. So you see what I mean? Pointless, not leading anywhere. Why do I have your number, sir? Anang, I'm starting to get hungry. When is that breakfast?
Insistence equals resistance. You slow everything down. You block the doorways through which things could be coming to you because you're getting in your own way with your assumptions about the way things are supposed to be. There is no supposed to. Let it be what it is. Everything that comes to you, whatever it is that's coming to you, is exactly perfect for what it is. Use it. Stay in the positive state and use it. It wouldn't be there if there wasn't a reason for it. You need to trust the way reality works. You need to trust the mechanism. You need to trust the structure. Just go with the flow. Relax.
Hey, sweetheart. Long time. Good to see you. So I'm checking me.
How? Wait, you're the one you're hosting on that show?
Yes. And then for me, what the 26 man looks like. So why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because I'm sorry for that.
I know.
Video content. Wait, I'm laughing because they are not ready.
I know, like I was YouTubing listening. I was like, are they ready for my fire? Really?
Don't be afraid to express. Don't be afraid to share. Don't be afraid to be of service. Not everyone will want what it is you have to give, but there are those who are waiting to receive your gift. Do not deprive them and make them wait. That's not a nice thing to do.
Guys, the topic has changed. Apparently, it's now going to be a topic on black tax. I was like, what is that? I genuinely didn't know what black tax was about. Anyway, according to my chat GPT, they say that black tax is financial and emotional responsibility placed on the working child to take care of their extended family due to generational poverty and lack of inherited wealth. So basically, for us who have grown up in families where they're quite big and all that stuff, not quite big, but if you've grown up as a millennial and you are working, but you have aunties, uncles, naturally you are, oh, this person is in hospital, oh, bichi, like, where's contribution? Let's go and help out, let's go. Even I think it's that, but also when people get married. When they get married, and then it's like the contribution to the wedding and stuff like that. I am not, and I was having a convo with him, and he was trying to tell me that he doesn't support black tax. I was like, it depends. And I feel like it depends because depends on the situation. But he was like, no, it's not. Dada gave his opinion, whatever, which was actually made sense. But yeah, that's what they're going to talk about. I actually didn't know that thing had a name. Me, I thought you'd just be helping out your family because they're your family. I didn't know it's called black tax. The hell?
I don't care what field you're in, there's no such thing as something being overly saturated. I need you to understand that. You know why? Because there's only one of you. How can you be saturated? No matter what field you're going into, whether it's content creation or business school or creating a brand or becoming a doctor, whatever it is, the world needs you to do it. If you've been called because you keep hearing an idea, because you keep hearing a path of life that you really want to pursue, ignoring it is selfish. The world is telling you that you need to be the physical vessel to bring this idea to life. That's why so many people, when they get an idea, they don't do anything, and then they realize that idea gets executed often to a T, exactly how they thought of it. Why? Because you didn't think of it. The idea came to you, and it has no problem going to someone else. So if you want to be selfless and you actually want to serve the world and you actually want to live a life that you can be proud of, you need to listen to the ideas that come to your mind.
Hola, 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 hola. Guys, we are done with the filming. We are done with the filming of the episode Black Tax. Banang. I don't know if I'll be watching that episode because I don't think I was completely my loosened self. I was, but the topic of black tax, not that it threw me off, but it was just very interesting. Number one, I didn't know that they call it black tax. I didn't know. I thought that these are just, how we help our families and stuff like that. I didn't know that it even had a name, So them talking about it and whatever, the topic was interesting. But yeah, so I wrapped it up. Oof, responses. I'm responding to your goondies, your comments on the previous post. Yeah, the topic was interesting, but I'm happy that that's sorted out. I thought that I was going to go upstairs and like chill for a bit, whatever, but apparently they open it at 2 p.m. and it's just 1 p.m. So I was like, why do they open it at 2 p.m.? It's so strange. So I was like, maybe I just leave and call it a day. I'm just waiting on the producer of the show to come and like have a small convo with her, then I bounce. But yeah, it was super cute. I think it was like really nice for me to leave the house and just step out and go somewhere and just vibe for 5 seconds. it was quite lovely, and just meeting everyone and talking and chatting and laughing. The episode was a live episode, so it was also interesting hearing other people's thoughts and opinions on black tax. But at the end, I feel like they all just agreed to it's a community thing. Like, you help out when you have and stuff like that. It's nice. You grow with your community, which that's how I feel it is. If I have the dimes, by the way, you guys, me, I feel like the reason why God is delaying my dimes is because He knows how I can act when I have money. Me when I have money, look for me when I have money. By the way, you guys, look for me nganyina sente. When I'm in a good mood, babes. Lunch is on me, drinks on me. Like, let's vibe. It was very fun learning all those things from everyone, and cute. Yeah, so I'm still at Skies. My driver was supposed to pick me up at 1. Imagine, because I told him 1 p.m. he would have been here 1 sharp. He had to pick someone from the airport at 12:30. So technically, he's en route to Entebbe. He won't be able. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'll just sort myself out. So the goal is to go home after this. Go home. Tomorrow I'm going to be resting because it's Sunday. I'm very happy and pleased that I have done 2 YouTube videos, this one being the second. Even if it's short, just enjoy it and bear with me, you'll be fine. Oh my god, I was supposed to call these guys of the furniture, Loki. They were supposed to, we shall let you know this week. Uganda, eh? Uganda, babe, Uganda. People don't call, people don't get back to you. They say they'll get back to you, they don't. I'm so over this lack of communication culture. Number busy. Let me try calling on WhatsApp. It's been real. Thank you for hanging out with me this weekend. I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed these videos because I have. And I'll see you at the next one. Mwah.